Hi. Gonna be doing a reading. This song is by KHAMARE. I'm sorry, not E, I. It's called Head in a Jar. Male and woman songs are significant, like the duets with men and women. One man, one woman. Something of the sort. Gonna be doing a collective. Your dreams could be significant. All right. Let's see. Ten of coins on the back of the deck. Somebody comfort zone getting shooken up. All right, I'm gonna let some more people get in here. I'll start the reading at 10K. If you're wanting a message, let's get the live to 10K. Welcome in, welcome in. About to get started on a collective when the live is at 10K. Right now we're on 67, 82, 97. Okay, so welcome in, welcome in. We'll be starting when the live gets to 10K likes. Welcome in, welcome in. We'll be starting on the collective when we get to 10K likes. We're almost at 1K. If y'all work together, we'll get there. It's also allow people time to come on in. Also, welcome in, welcome in. We'll start on the collective when we get to 10K likes. If you're able to share out the live, that'll be great. If you're able to gift, that would be great. Okay, so I'm gonna use this deck. Welcome, welcome in. We'll start when we get to 10K. No. Keep it simple. Welcome in. We'll start the live at 10K. Welcome in. We'll be starting the live at 10K. Welcome in. We'll be starting at 10K likes. Welcome in. We'll be starting the live at 10K likes. Be starting the reading. What message do I have for the collective? Welcome in. We'll be starting the reading at 10K likes. I'm okay. What messages do I have for the collective? Hello, we'll be starting the live, the reading at 10K likes. 4-4 is significant. 4-4-5. What messages for the collective? It's still coming out sideways. Welcome in. We'll be starting the reading at 10K likes. Welcome in 88889. We're almost at 10K. We'll be starting the reading at 10K. Thank you guys for double tapping the screen. I appreciate it. I'm seeing a lot of ambition. First card that came out was the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles talks about you being independent, wealthy, gaining independent wealth, enjoying the fruits of your labor from that independent wealth. Okay? Venus energy, Scorpio energy could be significant. Hair blowing in the wind type energy. Nails did, hair did. I feel like you're a very ambitious person. You could be experiencing some type of conflict, whether it's inner conflict or whether it's conflict with other people. This exists because of ego and personality clashes, petty arguments or arguments, okay, disagreements, possible physical fights. Past, present, future energy is always significant when a reading is being talked about. This is a timeless reading. So a lot of things may not have happened yet. Could be confirming things of the past, or we're talking about your present situation. If this is not your energy, it's talking about somebody else who is in your energy. I'm seeing an air sign. You can have air in your chart. Air energy is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Astrology is very significant for this collective for some type of reason. Karma, okay. Taurus energy, the planet Jupiter, which can tie to expansion and prosperity. So there's a lot talking about your prosperity, which is finances. The fourth house can even be significant. I wanted to confirm more. This Nine of Pentacles. Another energy of the Nine of Pentacles can refer to comfort, security, and abundance. And underneath that is the Ten of Pentacles, which can talk about prosperity, fulfillment, good fortune, as well as family or financial security, a lump sum of money. I feel like you're going to be creating like generational wealth for yourself. Now, this type of wealth, it could be more than just prosperity. It can also be wisdom. Okay? It can be that type of stuff. Now, underneath the Five of Wands energy is the Six of Cups coming out sideways. A lot of times, the Six of Cups talks about returning to one's roots. Okay, another energy of the Six of Cups can be harmony, nostalgia, and happiness. Now, with it coming out in this sideways position, which means to me personally that the reversal energy can also be significant. And the reversal energy can be forgiveness, independence, and stuck in the past. So I feel like you guys, there could be some, whether it's inner conflict or conflict with you and other people, because somebody may be still stuck in the past, battling between forgiveness, and harmony. With the Knight of Swords energy, which is usually a characteristic, a personality, or a person itself, this is someone, like, you may be getting intuitive downloads. This card also warns you of haste as well. Maybe when things come up into your mind, take some time to think. It's you versus you. There's no one else. There's no enemies. There's none of that. Just your thoughts, your beliefs, which is what creates your reality. You can create the life that you want to live. The Knight of Swords can also talk about big opportunities, seizing the moment. All right, another energy of the Knight of Swords can tie to daring energy, more ambition, and single-mindedness. You guys, your wisdom, your thoughts, you have a refined intellect. I need you to take that very seriously. You could get paid for your mind. The hidden enemy is coming out here, which usually is talking about people who are working against you, backstabber energy, one who is secretly working against you, right? But it's coming out in the reverse, so it could still resonate in its upright position, or it could just be the complete opposite. And this is also associated with the Knight of Swords. It's giving me new levels, new devils. With the Karma cards, I'm going to go back to the tarot in a second. It says, the granting of resources to maintain as you did in the past. The granting of resources to maintain as you did in the past. So the past is really significant. Your childhood, inner child healing. Okay, wealth, wisdom, abundance, ambition, independent wealth. It says, blessings from the practicality of your home base or your family. Blessings from the practicality of your home base or your family. We know that karma is significant, whether it's good karma or whatever the case may be. Remember, you create your karma based on what you do or what you don't do. Okay? Good fortune resulting from the productivity of do what makes you feel secure. You won't have any worries. You won't have any feeling out of alignment if you do what makes you feel secure. I feel like this is the key of success for sure. Peace. Learn or teach your beliefs. What makes you feel secure? This is your life. Live it how you're going to live it. A lot of you guys, you're the student in your lives and you're the teachers in your lives. Learn or teach your beliefs. Learn your beliefs. Learn or teach your beliefs. Learn your beliefs. Why is this lady calling me? 1 second, you guys. Hello? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Alrighty. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You too. Bye. I'm fine with that. 114. Alright. Cleansing the energy within and around. All right. Be positive about the cost of support. Be positive about the cost of support. Grow and expand. Use the most direct way in your family, home base, or family. This is how you read them straight across. If it doesn't make sense to you, maybe it will later. Grow and expand. Use the most direct way and your home base or family. That sounds a little bit better. Grow and expand. Use the most direct way and your home base or family. Innocence is on the back of the deck. Freedom from blame. Freed from blame. Children could be significant. Once again, your inner child. Six of Swords on the back. It ties to, and it's mental energy, communication, travel, right? It's the sword energy. But overall, regardless, it still talks about moving into calmer waters. So some of you guys could be easing stress or encouraged to. A lot of times, if you're not in this energy already, it's somebody else's energy, or you're encouraged to be in the energy, or maybe it's to come in the future. I am going to confirm the energies that we talked about, though. If you want to heal, you got to feel quicker. If you want to heal, confirm these energies. The Nine of Pentacles can go hand in hand with the Ten of Pentacles. The Five of Wands can go hand in hand with that Six of Cups in transition. The Knight of Swords can go hand in hand with this hidden enemy in reverse. Innocence on the back of the deck. Six of Swords on the back of the deck. Confirm. Love and empathy is in the reverse. God damn. Confirm this Nine of Pentacles. Indecision. Why is there indecision? I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Say this as an affirmation. If you're experiencing indecision, this is coming out with the independent wealth energy. The rewards from the fruits of your labor. Confirm indecision. Okay, we got love. Some of you guys need to do some heart chakra work. Confirm the Nine of Pentacles. Excuse me. Success. It's coming out in the reverse. Success is not outside of you. It's within. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about the houses, the cars, any of that. It's about peace. That means no insecurities, no worries, no indecisiveness, because that means you also need to do some chakra balancing around your crown and your third eye. Do chakra healing. Do chakra healing. Chakra balancing. A lot of times people can do certain activities to help with their chakras. Whether it's meditative states, positions, whether it's like for instance, if you're wanting to balance out your heart chakra, you could send a heartfelt letter to someone you know or don't know. You know, there's different things that you can do. Do your own research. There's technology, okay? ChatGPT, all that. Hello. All right. Now, some of you guys may not feel the success. There's things working out. Sometimes you got to take action. Then It's Not Fair by Leon Thomas on. indecision. You're indecisive when it comes to maybe how you should make money or what to do with some money. Something surrounding independent wealth. I feel like whatever it is, you should do what you love to do. Whatever it is. We already talked about that in the karma cards. What makes you feel secure? Do what makes you feel secure. Do what you love. It's simple. I don't care if you don't even get paid for it, honey. Because the thing is, you're building anyway. When you're indulging in something, say for, like right now, if I don't get paid for a reading, right? That didn't stop me building up my expertise in what I do or whatever practice I'm doing. But like, it's like, I don't know, maybe I should look at something in a different way. And if this is love outside of self, this could be like within romance. So maybe there, or not just romance, because love is not just talking about romance. It's platonic or romantic connections. Platonic can be family, friends, you know, that type of stuff. So maybe this indecision has something to do with love overall, whether it's love with self, love outside of self. Maybe your relationships are very significant. Confirm the Five of Wands. Self-esteem. Don't take it personal when people attack you. Misery loves company. Operate from love. You're a being of love anyway. When you're not operating in that energy, that's why your health becomes ill or whatever else. Surrender to that, okay? No, it's not fair. Maybe you feel like something is not fair. Look at things in a different way, because going that way, going that route, you may fall into depression, stress, anger, whatever, okay? A lot of you guys need to build up your confidence as well. See, people who are, remember I said it's you versus you, it's nobody else. If anybody ever feel like they're in competition with you, or you feel like you're in competition with people, it's because they lack self-esteem, high self-esteem. Got to build that self-esteem up. Okay, people struggling. It's a lot of things going on, right, in people's lives. But when people start looking at themselves and helping themselves and actually show gratitude, therefore being able to see the beauty and the success, etc., I feel like a lot of this wouldn't exist. Confirm Knight of Swords. I can't even see what the freak this says. Confirm the Knight of Swords. You need to go after what you want. You have these ideas that are coming towards you, but I feel like fear a lot of times could stop you. Yeah, you have to have courage. Maybe some of you guys you have courage and you have these ideas, and all it takes is you being mindful of haste, you know, so maybe getting a little bit more information on things, doing some type of refinement or whatever, just so you can make sure you're not rushing into anything without proper knowledge, or making sure you're doing something out of love, not out of scarcity tactics, right? Not out of fear. It says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah. Even when I know you lie. Confirm the Ten of Pentacles. So we know love is very significant. Your family is coming out here. Or maybe this is like your legacy. It's talking about your legacy, right? What you're going to be building. We got indecision coming out in the reverse. Maybe there's still a bit of indecision here. But I feel like you could be using your intuition when it comes to a family situation, your legacy, or a lump sum of money. I don't care. Why is indecision in reverse? Yeah, adversity. Because if it's going to come out in reverse, why is it coming out anyway? So I feel like it has a lot to do with adversity. It's time to expand. It's time to dream bigger. It's time to step out of your comfort zone. Accept the challenges, because that is the best way to learn. Even when it comes to conflict within relationships, within self, there's always something that you can just ask, what is there to learn? With this experience, what is there to learn? Confirm the Six of Cups in transition. We got worry here. Y'all on the fence, preventing you from officially moving forward, keeping your emotions in a certain energy of apathy because of worry. Why is worry here? There's some guilt. If this is not your energy, it's someone else's. There's worry because of guilt. Maybe somebody feel like they finna get some karma. Maybe somebody doubting some. Why is hidden enemy in the reverse? We got change and honesty. Something, someone could be changing, especially when they showed up as an enemy. Maybe they still have a bit of this low vibrational energy attached to them. See, we can't control anything outside of ourselves. So what we can control is how we view things, how we see other people. If you always look at people as an enemy, narcissist, out to get you, then that's going to be a reality. And I don't think that's a very peaceful road and lifestyle. You don't have to be blind to how they're showing up in your life. No, nobody said that. Things are happening. There's a purpose. There's a reason why things are happening. I feel like a lot of times that's so you can learn and or teach. Simple. It's not happening to you, before you. I don't know. Maybe you should see people as innocent. Why is innocence out here? Got gratitude in the reverse. Yeah. Overalls could be significant. A boat. The sunset. Jogging, running, exercise type of clothing. Workout clothing. I'm seeing a hoodie and a mask. Halloween. Halloween could have been very significant. Or the energy of what Halloween gives. Like people dress up. Then I thought of fake it to make it. And then it says empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Yeah. Operate with love and empathy in your heart. That's how you can free yourself. And that's how you can start feeling more grateful. Instead of looking at things like, oh, I'm getting beat up in life. People are against me. I don't trust this person. So I'm worried. Da-da. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. A lot of things that have already happened to you is possibly why you're showing up how you're showing up in today's time. But this could be stopping your money. Because, like, fear in one area means that there may be fear in a whole bunch of other areas. Low self-esteem in one area can mean that there's low self-esteem in other areas. What is the advice here for the collective? What is this? Judgment, possibly. Like I said, your judgment could be significant. You're a being of love, yet you've been hindered. So now you operate from this space of low self-esteem, worry, fear. That's not doing anything for you. How's that working out? It's interfering with your health. You ain't smiled in a while. You don't fuck with people like that. Damn. Now, I ain't saying you gotta take your ex back and reconcile with your family who hurt you drastically. I'm not saying that. But transmute and alchemize in a wise way. Judge things without judgment. I feel like y'all try and you're not the type that gives up. And if that's the case, you'll probably run yourself right into the depression, stress, etc. So I do feel like your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions is what creates your reality. Your judgment, etc. So how about you start being more positive? How about you start operating more from the space of love rather than trauma and hurt? Because this is what shifts your vision. This is what shifts the way that you see people and view things. And if you're already a person that's an emotional idealist, I feel like that's going to really do a number on you. I'm not saying that's being delusional and all this stuff. No, because I've come across this message before. And I just keep on picking up on it. You will be in a very much better energy. 1, 2, 3. Just start over. Blank slate, clear slate. Erase the trauma, heal the trauma. That's why the inner child healing is out here. That's why reflecting on the past and healing so that you can move forward and forgiving people is out here. That's why you have conflict. You're still upset about what happened to you. And that wasn't okay. Your feelings are valid. But don't take these things personal, what people do. A lot of times, just like you, they went through their trauma, etc. It's not an excuse. I'm not validating anything in any way that they show up. But this is to help you, your finances, your legacy, and your peace. You can set boundaries while still operating from love. You're a being of love anyway. You're not a hater. You're not somebody who's spiteful and evil. So trying to operate from a space of, the opposite of love it's hindering your health, your vision, and your moves that you make and everything else. You've been shown a lot. Now you know how to move. Okay? But this doesn't mean not move with love. Just set boundaries now. But look at these people as, I almost want to say, like, free them from blame. Don't blame anyone. They cheated on you. If your own mom or dad did something to you that was just wild, right? Move still with love in your heart. Because it's naturally who you are anyway. And if that's not who you are, then I advise you to start getting into that energy, because at once upon a time, that's how you were when you in your youth. But people go through so much stuff and they just become different based on what they've experienced in life. Yeah, I'm getting energy to move forward, but with willpower, determination, assertiveness. Okay? Whatever happened to you does not dictate your worth. It doesn't mean that you're less than or whatever. It just means whoever did these things to you, they had their own demons that they needed to work on, etc. So when you're dealing with people who have their demons and everything else, you just got to charge this type of stuff to the game. An angel going to be an angel. And people operating with this entity attachment, that's just how they operate, It's not an excuse. It's not validating. It's not none of that. Your feelings are valid. I understand the anger. I understand the sadness, but this is not doing anything for your health. It's not doing anything, because at the end of the day, yes, you call judgment on the situation. Just leave it at that. Now you show up differently. Now this is teaching you to not trust fall into connections with any and everyone. To love yourself and to get yourself in a better energy. LGBTQIA plus could be significant. Picking up on the trans community. Sweet. This song is called Bittersweet. Something may be bittersweet for sure. This is by Naomi Sharon. You guys give model. And there's models out here. There's artists out here. There's a lot of people out here who are still struggling. And I ain't even talking financially, but with their own emotions and their mental health. So I tell you, it don't matter how much money you have, the cars, the clothes, the this, the that. Oh, this is shiny. Nobody cares. And that's not important. You're going to have to leave all of these things when you dip out this world anyway. The main goal is inner peace. And without looking at things from a way of love, like when you judge things, judge it from a place of love, you know? Of course, you're human at the end of the day, so you may have these emotions. And, of course, practice makes perfect. Sometimes we picked up on fake it to make it, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But when you start operating from a space of gratitude, love, empathy, it'll be very much more easier. But when you holding grudges and you lack forgiveness, or you still in this worried, etc. energy, that's what makes it harder to do. Now, once again, you can't control anything outside of yourself, but you can control you. So if you feel safer to not reconcile with people or let them that close to your heart, then that's just you. It's your life. Do what the hell you want to do. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure you don't continue to cause yourself any more stress, depression, apathy, etc. Because this is how you miss out on opportunities. This is how fear comes about. I told you, you have fear in one area of your life. If fear may be in other areas of your life. Oh, I'm scared this person gonna cheat on me. Now next thing you know, you scared to take that leap of faith towards this huge, big opportunity that ties to your career. Like, pay attention. Pay attention. See things in the bigger picture. You got a long way to go in life. And I wouldn't want to keep on spending it with inner turmoil and conflict and worry and fear. Whatever you know you need to work on, whatever weaknesses you know you need to turn into strengths, you have to do so. At the end of the day, remember, you're creating a legacy. You're creating something beautiful. And the beautiful thing is already created. It's you. Just continue to co-create. And once upon a time, you seen everything as beautiful and you were just this outgoing, fun, like individual. Now you just haven't smiled in a while or lack the sense of humor you had, and you over here bullying people online because you mad, like, you know what I'm saying? Then don't let you be a good-hearted person. You're going to feel bad. You're going to feel bad when you go off on somebody. You're going to feel bad when you send that message like, damn, what my message is? Let me delete that. I was tripping. Check your energy. You can't check anybody else's energy. That's for them to do. So since you can't control anything or anyone outside of yourself, do what you can. If that means setting boundaries, because you don't know what to expect from these people, because you know that they have their healing and everything that they need to do, so they may end up doing something again. Either you'll be more ready and prepared when that time comes, because now you know how to move forward with empathy, etc. Or maybe you'll even check your own energy, because a lot of times it takes two to argue. Yeah, y'all take it how it resonates, because see, I'm getting to that point in time to where I'm learning to not even comment on stuff, because people, they just, I don't know what be wrong with them, honey. I don't know what be wrong. Next thing you know, I'm gonna have 1,000 comments under my comment. Yeah, I don't got time. I don't got time, buddy. If people don't know, if people don't see, that's just on them. That has nothing to do with you. You are the main character in your story. Stop worrying about everybody else. All this stuff is not even important. Yes, they be talking about shit that don't matter. Yes, people still haven't made a change, but they ain't got nothing to do with you. See, a lot of things you can learn from this. This can actually help you turn weaknesses into strengths. This can actually help you become an expert in certain areas of your life. Within yourself, it's helping you master certain things. Jerry Dunn says, challenge your limits. Don't limit your challenges. And a lot of times this show up in your family. This show up in your friendships. This show up in your romantic connections. Like, y'all know how y'all hear the twin flame thing? Shit. If that's the case, you got hella twin flames around this motherfucker. Because everybody mirroring back to you what you need to work on. You mirroring back to them how they show up in the world, and vice versa. A lot of times we're all the teachers and the students in this life. Nobody knows what's right, what's wrong. But the main thing that we do know, operating from that space of love, possible empathy, you can't go wrong with that. Because it makes sense. It makes sense. You gotta look like, once upon a time, everybody was once children. So when you know that at one point in time everybody was once children who were innocent and pure, and then they just possibly went through whatever they went through. Now they're adults who you probably you got to tell them about themselves, arguing with people. It's like talking to a wall. They don't see it. So what are you going to do in those situations? You don't have to hate people. You don't even have to curse them out, because that's hindering you. When you feed something, it grows. Next thing you know, you didn't curse people out all week, got into this fight, got into that, doing this, doing that. Now you operate in low vibrational energy. It's pulling you away from your North Node energy, because you're feeding the negativity. And what you feed, it grows. Just ask yourself. You can ask yourself this. I ain't pulling it out of nowhere. No thin air, baby. Just remember, how many times did I indulge in something that wasn't as good for me, and I became more comfortable with doing it, or I became more used to doing it, or like whatever the case may be. But I'm really getting this energy, like, move forward, because operating in certain spaces, this is hindering your growth in some type of aspect. This is hindering your forward movement in some type of aspect. This is hindering your motivation, your drive. Any advice for the collective? Love. I can't make it up, babe. This card is steady coming out. Just love. If you listen to a lot of people as they age and get older, the main thing they wish they would have done was just love. Let go of the resentment. Let go of the this, of the that. And for a lot of you guys, it may not just be that simple, that easy. That's why I said y'all got to do the inner child healing. You know, practice makes perfect. Fake it till you make it if you got to, hell. And you don't have to sit and deal with stuff to where you're not allowing yourself to speak your truth and everything else. It's just do it in a way that could still be liberating to you. Okay? But at the same time, not in a way that can hinder or worsen your growth as you're going down this particular path. So confirm this 5 of Wands. There's conflict. Look, divine guidance. It's not happening to you before you. You're being divinely guided. For those of you who are experiencing inner turmoil, that's because of the apathy. The things that happened in your life that didn't feel so good. You still feeling some type of way. That's what you call misplaced anger, misplaced this, misplaced that. And that's exactly what other people are doing to you. So that's how you can even give people more grace, you know, because sometimes you show up in energy that these other people show up. So you can understand how people can show up how the way they do. I'm not saying you probably can't understand how every single person show up how they do, but you can put a thought to it, an idea to it. And I told y'all, the ideas, your thoughts, is also based on intuition and wisdom. You have a refined intellect. So this is also what's really, really great. Because when you come into certain downloads, this can actually help you move forward in life too. Like, oh, okay, it makes sense to operate from this space of love. I'm not being delusional. I'm not being da-da-da. Now, once again, I'm not saying go back, reconnect with people, and then da-da-da, because sometimes you guys still need to master things. Sometimes you're just not ready to reconnect with people who hindered you. You know, you're not to start over and everything. Plus, they haven't did the necessary work that you're doing. You see, all of this type of stuff is work. You're doing work on yourself. It's growth. It's healing. It's enlightenment. It's very powerful. Not everybody can yet do that. So that's why I'm saying, cool, you can move forward from people. You can do this, you can do that, but make sure you're moving forward without the resentment, without the guilt, without the whatever else. Know why you're doing something. Any more messages for the collective? Yep, they go that self-esteem and worry. Y'all be in this energy of worry because that's self-esteem. You got to be confident. You got to know things are going to work out for you. You got to know that you're being guided. You got to know that you got to trust yourself. Okay, look, peace finally came out. This is what's going to bring peace, I'm telling you. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with others. A lot of times, y'all already done tapped in with certain things. We got trust on the back. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust your downloads. A lot of times, these are divinely guided downloads. It's from your higher self. It's from your spiritual team. They trying to help you navigate on this plane that you've got birthed on and didn't know really too much about. Whole time, y'all feeding into negativity. And that's helping the other people feed more into it as well. Imagine all the earth angels and starseeds operating in this energy. Who gonna be the actual high vibration on the earth? Everybody riding this bitch low vibration? You just gotta heal and forgive. Stop being on the fence about forgiveness, because you're not forgiving for other people, but mainly for yourself, for your own peace, for your own healing. It's gonna be really important. My mind, my heart, and my body is saying, take up some space. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Exactly. You don't have to stoop down to people level. Keep on being this beautiful being that you are. Okay? Look, pride. Have pride in who you are. One monkey don't stop no show. Or they lying, or they cheating, or they manipulate. What they got to do with you? Make it make sense. These people can't operate in any other way. I know it could be disgusting, right? Because how you look at things is how hurt you are. That's how that energy becomes created. That's how the trauma and the negativity and everything else, that's how that becomes created. Because there's still no forgiveness. Because there's still no moving forward. I don't know if y'all believe in Jesus or not, whether it's real or not. But y'all seen how that individual was moving in this 3D plane. Very high vibrational being. Amongst a bunch of people who were the opposite. Who even unaligned them. Now, I ain't saying go around trying to save the world and sacrifice your damn self. I don't care if you go ghost on everybody and just go out into the mountains and just be at peace that way. If that's how you see fit, that's how you see fit. Other people, maybe that's not for them. That's the thing. What is for you? What makes you feel secure? What do you love? And operate from that space. Learn who you are. Learn your beliefs. Deprogram to reprogram. Don't sleep. I've got... Some of y'all, you could have already had some type of clarity on this type of situation or stuff before anyway. But you just got into confusion. That it happens. Maybe you got confused because when you tried to operate in this high vibrational energy towards people, giving people a second chance, they did the same thing again and again and again and again. You know, and then boom, now you back to, you know what, F everybody. Da-da-da. But that's maybe because you didn't have your boundaries set. Maybe you went back into a connection unhealed. You know, whatever. Because a lot of times, yes, it's a mind thing, but it's also a heart thing. And another thing, and another thing. You know, but it's all connected anyway. So you got to get, you know, your chakras balanced. You got to get into alignment. And then try it again. Because then you're going to try again with boundaries this time. With healed trauma this time. With a liberated inner child, etc. But y'all do have love coming in. I don't know if this is a past person or a new person, but I'm seeing Knight of Cups. And this can even be your energy. Maybe you're moving forward in your life in a certain way when it comes to emotions, love, and relationships. Maybe you have some type of offer. And you do have a lot to offer. But you can't offer anything from an empty cup. Sometimes you think you are offering something from an empty cup. But that's not the case. You always have a lot to give. But sometimes you burnt out. You know? Sometimes this is a path for self at the moment. We got receptive. Be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. Oh, I see you coming. Got my heart jumping like Jordan. I just seen some Jordan shoes earlier today. I haven't seen Jordans in a long time. This song is by Brent Faiyaz. It's called Stay Down. Judging your problems, I'll be more than a man for you. Alright, any more messages for the collective regarding this situation? Would you stay down? So forgive the people that hurt you. Forgive them. You don't have to take them back. If you do take them back, you got to make sure you show up in a better energy. And I'm not talking about the temporary kind to where you get back into feeling angry and insecure. You got to really do some work on yourself. Or you can just decide to not allow yourself to get that close with these type of individuals and to allow yourself to connect with new people who are on your level. It's really whatever you want to do. I don't feel like you're doing something wrong in situations, especially when you're operating from your heart space. But you just gotta, you know, be mindful of haste. You know, when you're going into something or feel like some good idea, you maybe get it a little touched up a little better. You know. Because sometimes y'all expecting, okay, if I come in this amazing energy, this person has no choice but to, you know, everything is going to be peaceful. But if that was the case, whatever happened wouldn't have happened. Because I'm sure a lot of y'all showed up in top tier energy, but you still ended up getting cheated on, etc. So it just shows other people need to do their work. You know, that's what they mean by it takes two a lot of the times. So honestly, I would connect with people who are on that same level, you know. But if these are people who you're connected with by family, then I feel like, you know, just set your boundaries. If you want to cut people off for a lifetime or for a season or never, whatever, that's just you in your life. Everybody is different. We're all autonomous. Do you, right? Yeah, we got tested. You're going to be tested a lot of times in this plane. But it's up to you how you move. What you do. The suns came out. Love that. Y'all need to go out, get some sun. Whenever you do see the sun doing this, know that that's the divine flowing in. Okay? Divine. Sunflowers could be significant. Sunflower fields. The state, Georgia. Texas. New York. Canada could be significant. Other countries. Cold areas. Winter season. All right. Any more messages here for the collective? Any more messages for the collective? Look, spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. Your spiritual journey is beginning. Any more messages here for the collective? Any more messages here for the collective? Power. We're talking about power here. It says the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. You can either take the bottom message, take the top message and use it how it applies, or take both. However you see fit. Take what resonates for you. But I feel like this has a lot to do with you're a powerful being, and this has a lot to do with your power. So keep standing in your power. But you're not as much in that energy when you're depressed, when you're sad, when you're angry. Okay, tame your passions. Operate from love. That doesn't mean you're being delulu. That's just naturally who you are. Like I said, we all start off as these children who are filled with innocence, purity, love. You just reuniting with that inner child of yours. You just gotta heal your inner child. Any more messages for the collective? Y'all need to clean up. Something is dusty. We got boundaries. Exactly. Set your boundaries. You don't have to close out your heart space. Just set your boundaries. What I will not accept. What I will accept. What I won't put up with. What I won't deal with. That's fine. Your feelings are valid. And a lot of stuff can help bring you towards people who are more in alignment with you anyway. All right. Having sensible boundaries is important. Okay. I'm also seeing telepathic and attraction. Telepathic says close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. With attraction here, divine soul counterpart attraction transcends superficially. Oh, I'm sorry. Superficiality. Divine soul counterpart attraction transcends superficiality. Period. And these came out together. But I feel like this is how you attract things a lot more. This is how you look more and feel more attractive. And I'm not talking about your physical appearance. This is how you live in abundance for real. If you guys want to get on the list for your own questions, readings, $10 questions, $50 readings, donation basis accepted if you can't afford my prices. What does what mean? All right, any more messages here for the collective? We got illusion. Confirm illusion. That's where the illusion is coming from. Because your inner child gets affected. We got dreams coming out. Heavy illusion. It says avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. Everybody not like you. Everybody can't bring what you bring to the table. You are the table. You got to connect with other tables. For sure. Love people from a distance. Some of y'all, you cut people off permanently. Some people, y'all just set your boundaries and you talk to them when you talk to them or whatever. I can't tell you what's right, what's wrong, da-da-da. That's for you to determine in your own life. It's being confirmed with dreams. It says share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. Yeah. Like, although these people may not be like who you are, that don't mean that they can't get there. Maybe they didn't have anybody who were like you in their energy. Maybe they need some help. And y'all are you have a very intense energy about you. So you may bring out people's shadows for real. But once again, you are not nobody's personal guide, healer, or punching bag. Okay? We got emotions. When your emotions is out of whack, you can't receive what needs to be received. You look at things in a certain way. You look at people like, oh, this is a narcissistic prick. They deserve to be unalive. Like, damn. We don't want to manifest that energy. We don't want to keep feeding it. Okay? Because this most definitely can create a lot of unnecessary energy, which can interfere with your own peace. Okay? With your own spirituality, with your power, and a lot of other things. See, you're more in your power and you're operating from this space of love, to be honest. And love, that's what connects you to forgiveness and this inner peace and the gratitude and all these beautiful high vibrational energies. All right, it says look deep within your emotions. A shower could be significant. I'm seeing a steamy mirror. This song is by Giveon. It's called All to Me. We got moment in the reverse. Some of y'all, you may end up slipping up again. But it's okay. Be gentle with yourself. Because your feelings are valid. I know why the anger is there. I know why the sadness is there. But you got to make sure you tend to that. And don't let it keep on growing and growing and growing. Sadness will lead to depression, etc. We want to help get ourselves out of that energy. See, a lot of y'all, you've been moving forward in life and you haven't dealt with the things that was happening to you in childhood. But now you know how to deal with it. Give yourself enlightenment. To heal is to reflect on what you've been through, to accept that it's happened, and to forgive those involved, even if it's yourself, because a lot of times we beat ourselves up about stuff. Oh, I should have known. I should have seen that. Be gentle with yourself. There was no blueprint given out to anybody who touched bases on this planet, honey. They just figured it out. They just did what they felt was, Now, with the moment energy, it says, think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. It's in the reverse. Some of y'all, you didn't forgot all about this type of stuff, or you don't even care to do all of that. But you'll be the main one who crying buku tears if somebody passed away. Or whatever the case may be. That's why I'm telling you. You got to surrender to who you are. You're not the type to be around here that's, so upset and everything else. But you can turn into that person. We all can turn into the lower versions of ourselves. But there's no fun in that. There's no peace in that. Look, he just said you're stuck in your ways. Don't be stuck in your ways, honey. I know how cool it feel or good it feel to be still angry at people and nope, this is my energy and I'm keeping it to myself. That's fine. But make sure you're doing it in a way that's liberating for yourself. Not grudges, not resentment, not anger, not turmoil, not inner conflict, not worry, not fear. Turn all of that energy around, honey. Now, you don't have to forget your boundaries. Okay? You don't have to live in la-la land with this illusion. Nah. That has nothing to do with operating from love. Because you're a being of love. Clarity. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. Maybe y'all got some questions that need answering, some problems that need solutions. All the answers are within. Co-create with the universe. Life can be whatever you make it. And a lot of times life is whatever you make it to be. I told you, your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions is what creates your reality. Check your energy at the door. searching. This song is by Odile and Summer Walker. It's called You're Stuck. Some of y'all, some meditation could really help. Going out into nature, hugging a tree, anything that ties to grounding and everything else. Yeah. See, cleaning, because something is dusty. That can be metaphorically or literally. Maybe literally there's some cleaning they need to do, and there's different forms of cleaning. Whether you cleaning up your house, disinfecting things, wiping things down. You said you're moving stuff around. That's different from cleaning. But cleansing, it can also be in the space of spiritual cleansings. You know, doing your spiritual baths. Maybe cleaning your body, getting in the shower. Maybe lining you up some sage or Palo Santo or some whatever, right? It's different forms of cleansing. It can also be in a healing way. Cleansing as in healing, etc. But I was getting this energy of something is dusty, honey. And you see I've been rubbing my nose since I started channeling. Every time I get on here channeling, my nose gets itching. 11:11 with openness. We have rekindle here. It says every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. And we have feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. Okay. See, a lot of stuff could have been rooted since childhood. Go back to a time where you felt inadequate, bullied, etc. Left out in the cold, neglected, not listened to, not cared about, right? Go back to those times because it'll sting even more when you're an adult and those things haven't been taken care of. Now you walk around here with attitudes, stank faces, I hate everybody. And that's literally hindering your health more than you think. I'm telling you. But see, I don't really have to get on live and tell you guys anything, you know. We all figure out things as we navigate life regardless. But I still just get on here anyway. Because maybe somebody may do need messages from me. And I'm also being called to say you can't fill anybody else's cup until yours, till you fill yours. And I hope you don't think that other people can fill your cup for you. Or things outside of you can fill your cup for you. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Okay? There is a void, and nobody can tend to that except for you. Just like with these other people. So, take your time with stuff. Choose wisely. Set boundaries. But just love, you know? Just keep love in your heart. And whatever is shifting you from this, I would say to not feed that energy. And if you know that it's a bit hard to not respond to negativity, etc., maybe you still have some work to do, and that's something that you need to work with yourself on. And maybe not expose yourself to things that are going to make you tempted to curse somebody out or this and that, right? Yeah, I'm not telling y'all what to do. You can curse people out if you want to. But I just feel like, look, trash box. I just feel like, what does that do for you? It don't serve you. You're a nice person. Look, and then death. Release, let go of anything that is not purposeful, healthy, good. It's already a lot of this energy going around in the world. We don't need any more of it, especially from a good person, especially from a lighthearted person. You ain't doing nothing but changing yourself into like the worst version of yourself. And that's, you're allowing other people to have that much power over you to control you. That's what they mean by that. Now you didn't went from this to this. Now this could be other people's energy as well. But don't entertain it. Let people individually go through their own storms and troubles and karma and do their own healing work and everything else. You can't do that for them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. That's how connections become karmic. It takes two People, they already have their own unhealed energies going on. Then they come together and try to be in a connection. And then it turns karmic. Now, the definition of this trash box energy, it says a fool, ignorant, an opportunist, lacking knowledge, clown. That's a lot of the world is filled with this energy, low key. That's how they gonna show up, right? But you don't have to look at them in these ways all the time, and you don't have to stoop down to their level and feed them this energy. You don't have to tell them about themselves unless you want to. If you do tell them about themselves, can it be in a high vibrational way? Can it be in a high vibrational way? Because people listen to you a lot more when you ain't yelling. People listen to you a lot more when you don't really tear them down as much. Because, you know, a lot of people, they operate from ego. So the ego not trying to hit none of that. So you'll be surprised how much change you can make in the world by just focusing on what change you need to do instead of everybody else. And to also operate from that space of love. Confirm trash box. Yeah, the Tower. Unexpected. Okay, upheaval. Chaos. Destruction. This is why things get teared down, because it's being built on faulty foundation. If you try to build something, but the base is unleveled, it's going to tip over. So this was just destiny. It was just meant to happen like this. See? Everything just falling apart. Confirm death. Some of y'all, you went through a lot of change. You changed a lot. You could have experienced some type of ego death, cognitive dissonance, whatever. Intuitive Kev coming out in reverse. Y'all intuition is... Y'all need to get back connected with yourself for real. But like I said, you're on this spiritual path. Some of you guys could be in your 20s. I'm seeing angel number 26. But the wheel is still turning in your favor. That means luck is on your side. Okay? But choose wisely. How you gonna go about this life? In apathy? This is how you miss out on opportunities for real. This ain't doing nothing for you. Gotta heal. Okay? We got fairness, justice, balance. Winning a court case. Yeah, and I'm seeing the 2 of Cups. Wow. You don't trust in things. You be worried about things. And there don't be nothing to worry about. This is really great energy right here. I'm seeing somebody got a crush on you. I'm seeing new love. Especially in the form of romance. But I'm also seeing new friendships. And these are people who are literally going to be coming up as innocent. They're not going to be coming out in this like trash box energy. But I feel like that's also how we perceive things. We perceive things in that energy. Like if we look at people as narcissistic, etc. That means we're not looking at them as in the form of love. We're looking at them as enemies or whatever the case may be. But I told you, they ain't doing nothing for you. In confirmation with the hidden enemy out here. It's in reverse. Confirm hidden enemy. Death. Let go, release. Some of you guys have been letting go and releasing. Confirm this Page of Cups. Valentine's Day is significant. Good luck, karma, fate, destiny, changes, chance, intuition. Yeah, operate in this space of love. This is how your cup is going to be filled. Very full. You were once upon a time in this energy, but you went through so much that it took you out of the energy. For a lot of y'all, get back into this. That one ex, that first ex you had that cheated on you, heal. Don't hate them. It's easier whenever you when time go by and you no longer like romantically attracted to that person, but karma is being dealt out regardless, whether you're The one that's not acting out of integrity, or whether it's other people, it's going to be dealt out regardless. But there is a such thing as good karma as well. But don't forget, we all give ourselves karma by what we do or what we don't do. So a lot of things were just helping you. It was teaching you things. But it wasn't meant for you to gain resentment. It wasn't meant for you to become hateful. And, you know, their energy has now rubbed off on you. And now you show up as these people who are chaotic or F everybody, da da da. No. You are connected to the divine, and the divine is guiding you. And I feel like the divine is always a beautiful energy, as including love. But like I said, sometimes it's easier said than done, because I know y'all went through a lot, and like I said, your feelings are valid. So just do what you feel. Not what everybody else think and feel, because a lot of other people may tell you, oh, cut everybody off, or don't cut everybody off. Give people a chance, or what? Stop listening to everybody else. What are you telling you? What is your higher self telling you? What is your divine spiritual team telling you? If you believe in that type of stuff. See, a lot of us, when people come into your life, they're teaching you something, or they will teach you something. Or maybe you'll be teaching them something. Like I said, regardless whether it's in love or outside of life, you're the teacher and the student in your life. And I feel like when you come into connections with people, it don't be for no reason. The family that you have, I feel like you had that family for a reason. The people who you connected with romantically or within friendships and everything, I feel like that was for a reason. And maybe you've gotten hurt in these type of situations, but you can look at it in a way like, well, this has taught me something. This has showed me this. This is da-da-da. This has revealed some type of truth to me. Now I have clarity. Oh, I'm experiencing an awakening, right? But you don't have to hate these people. You can let them go. You can move forward from them, but you don't have to hate them. They have their own demons. We're not validating what they put you through. Like I said, your feelings are valid. So it's fine if you want to separate. It's fine if you want to break up with people. It's fine if you want to move on to something new, because I promise you, I feel like that's what's good for you. You know, coming into connections with people who actually know how to reciprocate, being a good friend, healthy lover, healthy partnerships, right? For sure. But leave the pain and the sorrow and oh, you narcissistic bitch. Leave all of that. Leave all of that, okay? I feel like you'll be more at peace in your life, and you'll be able to coexist with the world that you live in. Eventually, your reality is going to shift, because whole time, the world on the outside was just a reflection of the world on the inside. That's why you got to tend to yourself. And I feel like you are a person that's fair, etc. So if y'all moving forward, etc., do it without worry. Do it without guilt. But also do it without hate. Judge with love. Balanced judgments. Healthy energy, okay? The overall energy, the justice, the wheel of fortune, and the chariot. You're overcoming a lot of things that people put you through. If you have enemies, or if people look at you as enemies, you're overcoming and surpassing them. I'm seeing victory. You have won. Life is great, but it don't feel so great, huh? Because you still in apathy. You still stuck on some hurt on something that happened in the past. You got to move forward. This is interfering with your ambition, with your goals, with your... And a lot of y'all, it's not interfering that much, because y'all still getting shit done for real. But it is causing some type of hindrance in some type of aspect. Whether there's impatience, a lack of balance, overindulgence, recklessness, fear, worry, right? We don't want those energies to exist. Maybe y'all do have people working against you, but you don't have to see it like that. When you stop seeing it like that, that won't be your reality. Because the whole time, people are not even doing these things on purpose. They just have an entity attached to them. Just see these people as a little boy. See, this person could be 35, but look at them as an 11-year-old boy or girl. that version of them was hurt, etc. Caused them to become this 35-year-old person that's dishing out trauma, etc. Give people grace. Now, I'm not saying be a walking mat and emotional punching bag. No. But choose your battles and choose your connections wisely next time. This just taught you certain things. Now you know that cheating is a thing. Now you know that manipulation and liars and all this other stuff is a thing. But that don't have to be your reality. You don't have to deem people and look at people and label people as narcissistic, this, and that, da-da-da. They may show up in these energies, but you don't have to look at it in that way, because I feel like that's what's feeding the negativity. That's what's feeding the trauma. You just got to look at these people as bless your heart. Bless your heart, honey. Because knowing that the collective is so beautiful and sweet and they ain't do nothing wrong, but these people were still capable of hurting you, you just got to charge it to the game and look at it like it's not personal. These people got their own demons. So you're not living in illusion. You're not being delusional. You're validating your feelings. But it's just more in the energy of balance, love, okay, and peace. So you can still move forward, break up with people, cut people off, and know, okay, yeah, I don't want this. This is not what I want. This is not what I deserve. This is not what I accept. This person still hasn't changed, and I don't think they have the means to know anytime soon. And since I'm this emotional idealist, I'm going to take a step back, because I know that I'm capable of being hurt. I know that I still am turning weaknesses into strengths, and this is something that I can use to my advantage to help me turn a weakness into strength. Little do you know, people helping you with your low self-esteem. Now you're confident. Little do you know, people helping you with this, and that. It's so many people in the world. So you always will be able to learn. And I'm not even talking about them teaching you something based on verbal, like their verbal cues or what's on their mind, but just what they do or don't do when it comes to you. I feel like a lot of things are going to help you see things different, move different, vibe different. But at the end of the day, it's going to be high vibe, though. And I feel like your spiritual team is supporting you. As always. But y'all are attracting new love, new relationships, new friends. It's a beautiful thing, because you meant to come into this. You've been a great person. Now's your time to receive all that you've been giving out. You just got to trust your intuition this time around now. Now that you know what to expect from a lot of people. But you don't have to hate people. You don't have to stoop down to their level and dish out their trauma. You weren't made to do that. That's not who you are. So you might as well surrender to this version of who you are and then continue to be great. Be gentle with yourself. You may have cursed out some people. You may do it again, hell. But just make sure you try to release that, because I promise you it's interfering with your heart space. And your heart space isn't just used to love other people. It's used to love all things, to see the beauty in things, to go for your dreams, to, all of these beautiful things. So there's great things happening. I feel like y'all are very victorious. Luck is surrounding you. Justice, karma is being dished out, and you're getting the good side of karma for a lot of you guys. And there's a lot of great things, really. But some of you guys, you don't see it fully, or you're not able to really feel good about it or appreciate it, because it is this, this funk that you're in. That's what I'm saying. You gotta help yourself by any means. This will be helping yourself by any means. Like how I'm like letting you guys know, okay, operate from this. It's gonna help you in life for sure. And little do you know, it's not only gonna help you with peace, it's gonna help you within your own power. You'll be able to get through anything, go through anything. Shit, you already went through the most detrimental things in your life. Look, there go that hangman, finally. Stillness. Get into that meditative state. Get off the phone, get off the electronics, just sit in stillness so that you can get more clear on certain things. Give yourself enlightenment. Shift your perspective in a higher way. Period. There was sorrow within your family, and everything else, and right now you're just healing and resting, or you're being encouraged to. Because I promise you, you're not going to be able to enjoy these beautiful things that are about to come into your life. I feel like that's why certain things are delayed, or you don't see certain things, or whatever the case may be, because your own energy. It's your own energy. And the crazy thing is, that's because of the hurt, the sadness, the grief. That's the crazy thing about it. You only in this energy because of how hurt you've been, etc. That's messed up, huh? But you can't control anybody else except for yourself. It's up to you to heal. The people who hurt you, they don't have the power to heal you. Sorry. But it's cool because, like I said, this has brought forth wisdom. Like, you just got to give yourself enlightenment about what you've been through and how far you've come. It's not happening to you, before you. See things in a different way. See things in a higher perspective. But I am seeing you got a crush on someone, or somebody got a crush on you, and eventually this person is going to be coming into your energy within the next month or year from now. But for now, just heal. Just get yourself together. Get your thoughts, your beliefs, and everything else together, so that you can be prepared to take action towards your dreams, your goals, your career, your this idea you have when it comes to independent wealth, whatever it is. Because you don't want to be operating from this space of indecision and doubt and everything else, going down a path that you thought you wanted to go down, but you're only going down that path because of scarcity tactics and the despair that you've experienced in your life. Yeah, all of that is connected. Little do you know. Some of y'all, that's why you ain't seeing your money where you want to see your money. It's really because you still have to change your relationship with it. I feel like a lot of things are spiritually connected, low-key. Low-key. And that's what you are on. You're on a spiritual journey. I don't know. I know you heard that saying where people be like, nobody said it was going to be easy. But you don't have to look at, like I said, it's about how you look at stuff. It's about how you look at stuff, how you perceive things. That's why I said, make sure if you judge something, make sure you judge it from a space of love, you know. But I am seeing a union, a relationship, where both of you guys are going to be, your cup is going to be filled. So this is going to be requited love. This is going to be healthy. It's going to be stable. This is beautiful. And this is going to be fated. This is meant for you to come into. But of course, you got to be receptive to it. You got to be accessible to it. So there's some forgiveness that you have to do. Some things that you have to let go of the past. I feel like you're almost there, but you still got some work that you need to do within that. You still in apathy or regret, or experiencing some type of depression. Something is going on with your emotions. And you got some mental stuff going on as well. So it's a lot going on with your mental and emotional health. So we need that to get back balanced and stable. But I feel like overall, things are balancing out. But see, this type of stuff is up for you to take care of. Sometimes, yeah, time can heal things for you. And yeah, people be dished out their karma. But a lot of times you have to get down in the nitty gritty and, you know, do that inner child healing and that shadow work for sure. Or just give yourself enlightenment and heal and shift your perspectives. Like I said, it's a mind thing, but it's also a heart thing as well. Like, all these things are connected. So you just got to get back into balance. And things outside of you are already coming into balance, but some things you have to do on your own, like co-creating with the universe. The universe is here intervening in your life, but you also have to, on your end, put things into motion, see things in a particular way, move a certain way, whatever. So I feel like a lot of y'all, this is really talking about internal conflict, your thoughts, your beliefs. Okay, and just healing. Because life could feel great right now, but it don't for a lot of y'all. That's interfering with the abundance. That's interfering with the joy. You're supposed to be happy right now, but it's hard because you're still stuck on something. Told you we have free will, y'all. We have free will. It's up to you. Yeah, you got to dance. You got to dance out that energy. You got to do things that you love. You got to heal, right? But y'all are going to be building some wealth for yourself. And I'm seeing this is manyan, honey. This is wealth for real. Things could look great, feel great, and it could have looked great and felt great a long time ago. But you got to get out your own energy, bro. You got to get out of that. Next thing you know, you'll look up, you'll be in a better energy. I'm telling you. Some of y'all, you can't heal in the midst of the fire. So if it's hard for you to heal because you're still around certain energies or people, then, like I said, shift your thoughts or just help yourself. Make that plan to get out of a situation. You know, some of y'all, you need to move, go out the country, vacation, something. Okay? But rest and everything is for sure significant. Yeah, you can't really even see. Some of y'all probably don't even feel like you are being divinely guided or supported, or you don't feel your angels around because of your own energy. I'm telling you. It's always because of your own energy. Tell me more about this Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups out here? Twin flame. See, twin flames come into your life to help with growth, awakenings, and everything else. So maybe some of you guys are a part of a twin flame connection. Maybe you let go of a twin flame connection, or you're releasing things, or maybe you need to heal from a twin flame situation. Confirm this Page of Cups. Yeah. Page of Cups can tie to many things. Your intuition. It can literally be talking about a child or an immature individual or somebody who's emotionally immature, whatever. Conflict is coming out with it. But it also can talk about somebody having a crush on you or whatever the case may be. So there's conflict within some type of love situation, romantic situation, and maybe even other connections. But I feel like that happens when people are just not healed, not over things. Why is the Ace of Cups there? Why is the Ace of Cups? Yeah, a reconciliation, renewed love. Remember I was telling y'all, I don't know if this is a new person or an old individual. And remind you, future energy can even be significant because this is a timeless reading. This reading can resonate 2 years from now, you know? Stop your clothes. Some of y'all are deciding on if you want to stay in a situation or leave it. You showing up as the Queen of Cups or encouraged to operate in that energy. Maybe this is the other person. Tell me more about this twin flame. Your clothes I've had. Yeah, Two of Cups coming on the reverse. It ain't as much of a union as it was before. There's unrequited love. There's conflict. You're probably not as hurt as you used to be within this connection, but there's still some type of dissatisfaction here. Confirm the Four of Cups in reverse. Clarity, acceptance, new ambitions. So maybe you've learned what you needed to learn in this connection. Maybe you could have felt like this person defeated you in some type of way, was right under your nose, deceiving you, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you finally see who this person was or how they showed up. Maybe they even reflected back to you who you were and how you showed up. But don't take things personal. Why is the Two of Cups in reverse? Look, Nine of Swords. There's still some intense anxiety. Worry. And then we got the confusion and illusion on the back of the deck. But also having many options. Maybe you think somebody had many options. This most definitely is some type of contract, soulmate, whatever union. Now, once again, there's many soulmate unions. Even within family and everything else. People come into your life for a reason. This is Taurus energy. Talks about commitments, values, contracts. It can also talk about, especially if the Lovers card was out here or whatever, asking yourself, do these connections align with your dreams, goals, and values? Does the energy that you're in align with your dreams, goals, and values? Are the people that you're with resonate with your dreams, goals, and values? Or is it in alignment, etc.? But a lot of times, I don't care if this is a twin flame, a karmic, whatever it is, you can't really, the connection won't really blossom fully into what it can be if both parties are unhealed, whatever else. That's why I feel like it's a twin flame connection for a reason, that a lot of you guys possibly turn to a karmic connection, and it takes two. But like I said, the purpose of these type of connections is to help awaken, grow. It's really to do a lot of positive things, actually. Now, the connection, it may not feel that positive. It may not feel that great, right? Sometimes. It's so much conflict. But this is brought forth in ascension, and this may be bringing you towards a more divine partner in union. Okay, you could be walking away from things that you've emotionally withdrawn from or detached from, or whatever the case may be, saying bye to things that no longer serve you and that's no longer in alignment. Because maybe you've ascended, maybe you've grown. Now, I don't know if that other person ascended or grown, because if that was the case, y'all probably would be together right now. So I don't know what's going on with that, but you got to let people have. If y'all can't grow together, if y'all not, in that energy together, maybe it's because you too worried and you insecure and you can't see it. Or maybe they just still have their own work to do, but you can't hold back your life and your energy and everything. When you outgrow something, you just move forward, Tell me more about this divine partner. High Priestess is giving trust your intuition. This connection may even be filled with a high priest or a priestess. And I'm seeing 10 of Cups. This is happy family energy. I'm literally telling y'all are going to have the white picket fence lifestyle, like the happy families, the dog, the cat, the kids, child, the marriage. It's going to be a beautiful thing, honey. But I feel like everything that you went through all the way up to now, and maybe even whatever else you're going to be experiencing, because it's a journey. But I feel like the main important thing is that this is because of ascension. That's all it is. To help you ascend. That's what everybody in this world, I guarantee, is helping everybody do. Little do they know. Seven of Cups came out again. Why is the Seven of Cups out here? See, the pain could be what's the illusion. I feel like somebody operated in this fiery energy. They initiated some type of fiery energy, whether this was lust, operating in a certain energy, whatever. So this Seven of Cups, this could be the way that you look at things. You could be looking at things from a space of confusion and illusion. And I feel like that's because, sorrow is still here. Not being healed from the past is still here. Okay, and it also could be because of other people's energy, how they're showing up. Maybe these people could come off as emotional manipulators, narcissists, all these things, right? But I told you that's going to make it harder to forgive people or look at things in a different way if you keep looking at people as these type of things. Now, if you want to look at them as those type of things, that's you. I'm not here to tell you that that's wrong or whatever. I just want you guys to operate from, to be at peace for real. So that you can finally start living in your abundance and feeling your abundance. Okay? That's probably why some of y'all are in hermit mode, so that you can find yourself. Maybe you're doing some soul searching. Maybe you're learning who you are. Maybe this is a time of just reflecting so that you can heal for real. Because the past is here. It's trying to come back. And then you got this twin flame stuff going on. You got this family stuff going on. I just feel like at the end of the day, this is the time to just heal and everything else. We got the Most High coming out. Eggs are significant. All these look like an egg. Like your childhood could be really significant. Like how they used to paint the shirts. Doing those certain activities as a child, that's a form of inner child healing. Doing certain activities that you've done as a child, whether it's hopscotch, red light, green light, whatever. Maybe you should get back into that. Go play some kickball or something with a bunch of random people. Just feed your inner child. Just be happy, okay? Just be happier. Let go of whatever happened, okay? Heal. But a lot of times you can't reconcile with people who you still hurt from. That's just not going to work out. Y'all both going to be showing up in that fiery energy. So either move forward, let them go. Maybe you'll come back together later on. Or just, you know, connect with new people, bruh. Just, you know. But regardless, however and whichever way you go, you got to make sure you're operating from a space of love. Because I feel like you were supposed to be happy a long time ago. But you keeping yourself from experiencing happiness, honestly. It sucks, right? I told you, it's you versus you. You're the only one that's in the way of this. Nobody else. But I feel like there's a chapter coming to an end. Maybe you could have already ended the chapter. This also talks about success and achievement. So I'm seeing a lot of success, achievement, victory, independent wealth. Great things. You creating and building a legacy. You coming into, like, you being in alignment with this beautiful, beautiful love life. For sure. But I feel like at this moment in time, just keep on nurturing yourself and pouring back into you. So that you can get back into that version of yourself who you were before all of the trauma and the hurt. Because now you're showing up as this traumatized version of yourself. You know? So it's time to water your personal garden and heal and nurture yourself. Pour back into yourself. You've been doing this with a lot of people. You try to do both, but it's, child, when you got worry and fear and all this other stuff going on and still trying to balance it out with love and half-ass forgiveness, child, you're going to run yourself into another tower moment. Some of y'all could have literally experienced a tower moment. You know, because people, you don't trust them. You feel like this is a liar, this is a manipulator. And maybe, yeah, they have done those things, lied and did some type of form of manipulation. But once again, it's your life. You can choose what you want to do. So either you're going to cut them off, leave them in the past, or you're going to forgive them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And look at things in a different, way. That's just really what the message is, y'all. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, energy to be significant. More earth energy is significant. Social media here. And we got the Fool, yeah. Free spirit, individuality, originality. Embarking on a brand new journey that you never set foot on before. Taking a leap of faith or being encouraged to take a leap of faith into the unknown. Something may just turn out in your favor, honey. The Sun talks about joy, happiness, pregnancy, truth, illumination. Right? So I'm seeing something wants to be birthed, whether it's a relationship, a business, a child. Something here wants to be birthed. I feel like it's part of your manifestations, but you got to get your energy together. You got to get your energy together or you're going to continue to show up and, like, for sure. And I feel like you mean well. I feel like you are a beautiful energy. But this is why karmic energy is also an energy. It can change from karmic to divine, from this, from that. It changes. Energy changes, bro. It's not infinite. It's not going to stay the same. We show up in this energy. Like, that's like labeling somebody as a karmic. You can't label somebody as a karmic. Do what you want, okay? But me personally, I feel like you can't label somebody as that because I feel like the energy can shift. Even like how sometimes an empress can find herself in karmic energy. Because karmic is just low vibration. It's just still having unhealed energy and, all this other stuff, right? So y'all most definitely was dealing with twin flame connections and this family stuff and all this. So I don't want to repeat myself. This message will be uploaded on my YouTube. Just take the messages how it resonates for you. I always wish you guys the best in life. But life is what you make it. So are you going to spend it in bitterness? Look up the definition of bitterness. We feel attacked when we hear bitter. But look up the definition. You'll feel a little better. Okay? But it's up to you. It's your choice, you know. Sometimes you got to tune out things that don't matter, whether it's projections of other people's beliefs and everything else. You know, that's why deprogramming and reprogramming is a thing. The inner child healing is a thing. Like, anything can help, right, to get you out of this energy. So let's come into this beautiful energy and this beautiful life. It's up to you, though. It's up to you. You could have been in this life already. You could have been in this energy already. I got to put it on your dome so you don't forget. Because sometimes we be out here thinking, I don't know what y'all be thinking, but we have free will. Okay? Judgment. Talks about awakenings. Decisions. Deciding on something. Make that decision. Move accordingly. But at the end of the day, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental and emotional health. Take care of your physical body. Take care. Okay? Stop feeding yourself negative energy about yourself and about other people. Be at peace. Live in peace. Live in love. Alright? If you guys want to get on the list before I get up out of here, please let me know. If not, I hope you enjoy the rest of your lifetime. Thank you for coming in and joining in. Alright? I got $10 questions, $50 readings, but if you can't afford my prices, no problem. You can still get on the list and just send in whatever you can afford. Alright? I appreciate you guys for double tapping the screen. We didn't really double tap the screen that much. We started the live at 10K likes. So there was only like 4K likes that was sent out, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, but if you guys want to send in any gifts before I get up out of here, any donations, any tips, anything to get on the list, if you want to schedule a free consultation so I can tell you more about what I provide, because I don't just do readings. I am a wise counsel. I do provide wellness coaching, life coaching, and many other things. Okay. Make sure you guys please check out my other platforms. I am trying to get more followers on Instagram. So if you do have Instagram, YouTube, anything like that, the link is in my bio to follow those accounts. All right. That's pretty much the message that I have for you guys. If I end the live by the time you decide you want to get on the list, you can just DM me. If you never DM me before, it may pop up as a request, but I will still see it within an hour, within 30 minutes, to say the least. Okay? But if you're wanting to get on the list, let me know in the chat so I can know to stay on. If not, that pretty much is the end of the collective. I return you guys' energy back to you with love, light, and all things grand, and I release my energy back to me with the same energy that I'm giving out, sending love, light, and all things grand. I hope you enjoy the rest of your lifetime. Okay? It's possible. All right? I know some people think, no, life is filled with ups and downs and da-da. Yeah, that's because you're telling yourself that. Whatever you believe in, you bring to reality. A lot of times, beliefs are not facts. It's just very strong opinions. Okay? Check your energy at the door. Stop dishing out trauma. I don't care if you feel like these people are disgusting and this and that. If you keep telling yourself that's what people are, you're going to constantly you're going to resonate more and more with that energy. So just take what resonates and enjoy your life, because you have a long way to go. Okay? You have a long way to go. All right? Stay safe.